In this video, I'm going to show you how to add headers and footers to a Microsoft Word document. Now, the first thing we need to know is what a header and footer is. Well, a header and a footer are spaces in your top and bottom margins where you can put text that will appear on every single page, and it will be the same text that appears on every single page. So to give you an example, I've got here a multi-page document. So you can see I've got at least 6 pages here. And if I insert a header, so let's go and do that. We're going to go to Insert, and on our Insert ribbon where it says Headers and Footers, I can go to Header, and there's some built-in designs, but I'm just going to go to Edit Header, and that way I can put in what I like in here. And I'm going to type Hello World. And you'll notice as I'm typing here, it's also appearing over here in the header for the second page. And I'm just going to close my header and footer. So in the ribbon, just hit the little X. And you'll see it's also on all the other pages too. And it's grayed out. It's grayed out because it's not directly editable on the page like ordinary text, but it is there. And if you want to get to it again, just double click. Grays out the rest of your work so that you're clearly editing the header. Now to add a footer to the bottom of the page, we can do the same thing. We can go to Insert, Footer, and again choose Edit Footer or pick a ready-made footer for you. Or alternatively, we can go down to the bottom of the page where the footer would be, right-click and choose Edit Footer, and again you're back in the footer, and again you can put some text down here. So let's just put example text, and again you can see it's appeared in the footer of every page. One of the most common things that we like to put into our footers are page numbers, just like you might find at the bottom of a page in a book or in a magazine. So let's add that. We're going to go to our Insert menu, and we're going to choose Footer, and I'm going to choose Edit Footer. And you'll notice that at the top, we actually get a new ribbon, a new tab called Design, and in here are lots of things that we can add to our header and footer. One of those being a page number. So if I click on here, I get some options of page numbers, and you can see it. There are some preset ones for top, bottom of the page, and here's the one I'm going to choose, which is my current position, and it will place it where the cursor is in my footer. So let's do current position, and then I get a choice. Do I want a simple page number? Do I want it to say page 1? Do I want it to say page 1? And you can see it's added a little bit of design there for us, and I'm just going to pick plain and simple, and there is page 1, and you can see the other pages now have their page numbers correctly put into the footers. Now that's an updating field. It matches the page. I can add some extra information there, so I can say page 1, and that is fine. We've added the page number. Sometimes though we want to put more information in our footer than just the page number. Maybe we want to put the title of the piece of work. Maybe we want to put the date that it was created, or even we want to put the name of the author. In which case, we can do that, but we just have to be aware of how it's formatted. So let's go and add some stuff to our footer. This time I'm going to add it by right-clicking in the footer and choosing Edit Footer. And I've got 2 blank footers, so let's put some information in. Let's put the title of the piece of work, so headers and footers, and then I need to put some more information in. Now, the best way of separating out our information in our footers is by using the tab key, because the tab key adds a jump, and the jump it adds goes to the marker, the tab stop in our ruler. And you can see there's one here, and there's also one at this side. Let me zoom in so you can see that much more easily. So you can see there's the little tab marker for the middle of the page, and there's the tab marker for the end of the page. So if I press the tab key, I can put a little bit of data here, and if I press the tab key, it jumps to the far end of the page and puts it there. And that's because this is a center tab, and you can see the text is centered around that middle line, and this is a right stop, and you can see the text comes out from the right hand side, growing from there. So we can use what we know about using tabs to lay out our information. Now I only want 2 pieces of information in my footer, so let's just delete that, and I'm going to get rid of that tab, so it's now jumped to the far end, and let's put in the page number. So page number, current position, and plain number. So there it is, page 1. And if we zoom out now, and you can see headers and footers, and page 2, page 3, page 4, etc., etc. So we can use our tab markers and our ruler to help lay out information on multiple pages. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what's the point of having the title on the piece of work when the title's already on that page? Well, on the first page, maybe it doesn't make sense, but on the rest, it probably does. If these became separated, you would want to know which piece of work they belong to. But maybe you're right. Maybe the first page doesn't need the title, headers and footers on it, in which case, under our design tab for our header and footer, we can choose different first page. And this deletes whatever was in that footer on the first page, and it's labeled it first page footer, and then the rest are standard footers going through the document. So I could have something completely different on there. Let's press tab, and you'll notice the middle tab has returned, and I could put the author of the piece of work. So maybe it was done by E.X. Ample. There we are. So there we are. That's that. The other pages carry on in that way, but maybe if we were printing back to back, maybe we'd actually want a different layout on different sides. Maybe we always want the page number on the outside of the page. So I'm going to go for different odd and even pages. So it's different depending on which page you are on. In which case, headers and footers, and that is fine. I could do it the other way round on the other page. So let's insert the page number and current position, simple. Let's press tab. You'll notice it's gone to the middle again. I only want 2 pieces of information. So let's get rid of that center tab just by clicking and dragging it away. And let's put the title, header, and footer there. And that would work. You can see now we've got opposite designs for our pages, and that's okay. And so we've got a different first page, we've got different odd and even pages, and we've got different pieces of information in our footer. But all the way through, we've got consistency. And this helps make our work look presentable and professional.